Nor Shipping TV, brought to you by Liberian Registry, Lloyd's Register, Marlink.
We were talking about how decarbonization is a hot topic at North Shipping this year. How are organizations like LR working with stakeholders both in and outside the industry to tackle this issue?
I can't help but reflect backwards on the sort of 10 years where we've been talking around LNG as a fuel, and we found ourselves as an industry in a bit of a chicken and egg situation. Quite honestly, from a class society's perspective, our focus was on how do you develop the ship, how do you support the designers, the engine makers, the gas containment system suppliers. We're building that technology in. And we saw with some of the very first vessels, with Lloyd's Register, for example, one of our first examples was a Viking Grace operating in the Scandinavia, very large ro-ro passenger vessel operating on LNG as a fuel, delivered in 2013, but it was on a point-to-point voyage. So they knew the fuel was going to be available at those ports and the vessel could be refueled on a regular or daily basis. Where I see decarbonisation is having a similar challenge. You know, we can design the ships. I think it's relatively easy to develop designs that can run on a zero carbon fuel, whether they be point-to-point or short sea shipping versus deep sea shipping. I think that we can address those challenges, working together with the equipment makers and the shipyards and designers. The challenge, of course, is who's going to supply the fuel, and how does the industry collectively work with other industries to give a clear message to the energy companies, this is the fuel that we've decided we want. You know, at the moment I can see, of course, there's not going to be one fuel that is the answer for everybody. But at the moment I can see we've almost got too many avenues that as an industry we could go down, and that would make it, I think, quite challenging for the energy companies to then say, okay, it's clear there's a certain volume of ammonia or hydrogen or methanol or whatever the answer may be that's required by the shipping industry in order to support global trade, and therefore we're going to invest.